YouTube, what's going on? It's been a while since I posted a video. The reason for that is I've been out on the road the last month with my mentor, and I'm happy to tell you I have upgraded. I just upgraded today to solo status. It was a long ass month on the road. Went to about 40 states in a month. Saw a lot of the country. And they got me in a Best Western right now in Greer, South Carolina. It's nice compared to the shit that they put me in before. It's got a fucking big ass king size bed, flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, couch. They tried to fucking give me another roommate, and I was like, no, that's not happening. I just been in the truck for a month with another fucking man, fucking on the top bunk with my bags up there, not being able to stretch out on that fucking small bunk. So I paid the difference at the hotel for a solo room. I just wanted my own fucking room after a month to be alone. And you'll see why when you get out on the road as well. It's gonna feel good to finally fucking sleep in a bed. So the 200 hours, what you guys are gonna do after you get your license and all that good stuff, you're gonna go out on the road with your mentor for 200 behind the wheel hours. First 50 hours are gonna be just you solo. You'll run that loads until you hit 50 hours. Your mentor is not gonna let you drive early morning hours right away. Swift doesn't like them to do that. They won't let you drive from midnight to 4 a.m. your first 50 hours because you're still kind of new. You don't really have the stamina to do it yet, and they don't want you falling asleep at the wheel. So if me and my mentor had a load that had to be delivered at a certain time, he would get up, run a couple hours until 4, and then I'd get up and finish it off. So not bad. After your first 50 hours, you're gonna be moving on to team status. So you and your mentor are gonna run the loads team, and they're gonna be some long ass fucking hauls. We ran 3,800 miles in a week one time. Since I've been out here with him, we've hit about close to 20,000 miles. I've been to 40 states. Like I said, it was a good experience, man. You get a lot of drive time out there. By the time you come in to upgrade, you should be a pretty good driver. Your backing, you should be good enough to fucking get it in the dock where you're supposed to, or in between the trailers, wherever they have you back it up at. Here in Greer, they had me back up in this tight ass fucking, right by the driver's lounge. They have 2 docks right there where they offload actual stuff for the terminal, like the food and the reefer stuff. And so they had me bumping the dock right there, man. And it was, you had room, but you had to set it up correctly. If you set it up wrong, there wasn't much room for you to pull up and adjust it from there. So it was not fun for me, but I bumped that dock, got it done eventually. It's fucking hot as Satan's asshole out here right now too in South Carolina, man. It's fucking humid. I wake up in the morning, walk outside, and the doorknob is soaking wet. It's fucking miserable out here. But anyway, so after your 200 hours, you'll do like I said, your first 50 by yourself. Week 2, 3, and 4, you'll do team status until you finish off your 200 hours. You got to do a minimum of 40 backs. Try to get as many backs in as you can, I would recommend. Just know that the back that you do for your upgrade won't even be difficult. And my back was probably more difficult than everybody else's back that was in my class. You know, 'cause some of my classmates, they upgraded in bigger terminals. Greer's a pretty small terminal, so. Now, once you come in for your upgrade, it's a 3-part process that you're going to do. You're going to do a written test, which is a joke. It's a joke. You won't even have to study. Me being me, I studied my macros anyway, because I'm fucking stupid like that, you know. I take the shit serious, and I worry about not passing stuff, so. But the written test is going to be on your macros, and it's only going to be on the ones that you use the most every day. So study macros 1 through 10, 12, 23, 24, 22, 20. I don't even remember them anymore. I just took it earlier fucking today, but like I said, 22, 23, 34, 32, 52, 55. Those are your main ones that you're going to use on and that you'll be tested on. You're going to do a couple trip planning questions. It's not hard. You just take the total number of miles that you got to run, divide it by 50. Yeah, divide it by 50. That'll give you a number. Like for me, it was 950 miles. Divided by 50 came out to 19 hours that you'll need drive time to make that load. Then you also got to add in your 10-hour breaks. So you'll need 2 10-hour breaks on that, as well as your 2 30-minute breaks, as well as your pre-trip, 2 pre-trips and post-trips. And the question asked, can you get it in there from one day to the next day? Obviously, that answer is no. So the answer is no. Answer no on that, and you'll be all right. The other questions were just basic safety questions that you know, some of them were actually from what you learned in the academy. You should know that stuff. The written test, like I said, is a joke. You should be able to pass that, no problem. Driving test, it was literally the driving test is also a joke. If you've been out here for 200 hours with your mentor driving, the driving test is going to be a breeze for you. We literally made 3-4 right turns, couple left turns, hopped on the highway, came back to the terminal. The driving test was about 10 minutes long. Now granted, I was the very last guy testing, so maybe the guy wanted to get home. But like I said, after 200 hours of driving, mostly is going to be on the highway, but you're going to get into these big cities that got traffic up the ass. Dallas and Atlanta were the 2 cities that I went to. If you can drive in Atlanta traffic and Dallas traffic and navigate those highways, anywhere you test out, you're gonna pass on your driving test. I guarantee you. Even if you're testing out in fucking Lancaster Terminal, which is Dallas, if you test out in fucking Georgia, I don't know where the terminal's at, it's close to Atlanta, you're gonna pass. You know, we got terminals in bigger cities, but you're gonna already go through those big cities driving with your mentor. So make sure when you're turning, you fucking do your turns how you do it out there, man. You turn wide, watch your trailer as you're turning. Don't bump a curb. You bump a curb, you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna have to go back out on the road for 50 more hours. So don't mind fuck yourself out there, man. It's so simple. If you can do it for 4 weeks and not bump curbs and not hit anything, you can do it for 10 more minutes. I promise you. The back, like I said, they had me backing in a tight little fucking dock in Greer. All my other classmates that tested out in Yoruba, Salt Lake City, I think one tested out in Gary. Those are bigger terminals, so you're going to have more room to do your backing. But again, if you've been doing 40 backs out here, you're going to get into situations that are tight. Truck stops. Certain truck stops are going to be tight. Certain customers are going to be tight because a lot of these buildings that were built weren't built for trucks that we drive today. They were built way back in the day for trucks that were smaller. So now we're having to figure out how to get these behemoths in these little tiny spaces. So, you know, I went to a fucking Ford manufacturer out in Detroit. Nightmare. If you can back in places like that, you're gonna be fine on your backing test. So that's what your shit's gonna be when you come in for your upgrade. Breeze, simple. Now, I live in Fresno, California. Now, I'm gonna touch on this. The video is getting kind of long, but I do want to let you guys know this little gem that I found out that you guys could try to do as well. So, I live in Fresno, California. I made my home terminal in Greer, South Carolina. Now, why did I do this, you might ask? I did this for 2 reasons. When I was with my mentor, I was talking to him about home time, you know, the policy, what you got to do. Now, the normal policy for home time is Swift, 4 weeks out, 1 day off for every week that you're out, right? But it's a maximum of 3 days, right? So you'll get 3 days off, and if you request to take any more days off, they're going to give it to you, but you're going to turn back in your truck. So that's where they get you. Are you gonna take an extra day or 2 off and have to clean out all your shit and then come back and wait for a truck? Or are you just gonna take the 3 days off and bite that bullet? So my mentor, God bless his soul, got in contact with his DM, and his DM told him, he said, does your student want to come on my board and run out of Greer? So my mentor was talking to me and told me, you know, when you get assigned a truck, that truck is going to be from your home terminal, right? So when you go home, let's say I was in California, and my home terminal normally where I'm at would be in Lathrop, California. So if I go home and I take 5 days off, like I said, you're going to turn back in your truck. Being that I'm running out of Greer, South Carolina, when I go home for 5 days, I get to take my truck home with me. Because when you turn a truck in, it has to be turned back in to the terminal that it's out of. So remember that. If you're with your mentor, let's talk to him, see if he can get you running out of that terminal that he's out of, if he's out of a terminal that's far away from where you live. You know, you still might have to fight with Swift to taking fucking 5 days off, 4 days off, 5 days off. But if you're running 5-6 weeks at a time and you're a good driver, they're most likely going to give you that time off. You know, so, and even if they don't every time, you still have set yourself up for when you do get approved to take that home time, you can take your truck with you and not have to clean it out. Okay? Second reason why, and the DM, you know, he sold me when he told me this, and we'll see if he's gonna keep his fucking word tomorrow when I go in there. He told me he'll get me a brand new truck. So I was like, all right, cool, you know, that's how do I pass that up? Home time without turning in my truck. and I get a brand new truck. So we'll see if he was just blowing smoke up my ass, you know. But that's pretty much it. I think I've covered everything so far that I wanted to talk with you guys about. I also chose Greer because fucking it's a smaller terminal, easier to get in contact with somebody if you've got problems. So that's pretty much it. I'll try to shoot a video tomorrow when I finally get my truck, and kind of show you guys what it looks like on the inside. Give you a little tour of what it looks like. Might have to shoot up to Walmart and get everything I need because I don't got no pillows or blankets or anything like that. So, but again, I'll try to get back with you guys tomorrow before I hit the road. So hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you guys later.